Hey moms, welcome to another episode of the Life Unboxed blog show, where we talk about all things momtrepreneur, from raising your kids to running a business, and the most important, keeping your sanity. I am Jodie the mom from lifeunboxed.blog. If you're enjoying this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to drop a comment below. Remember, I would love to hear your questions that you just can't seem to get answered. So welcome back to part 5 in our How to Create a Website for Beginners series. So as promised, I'm going to show you the behind the scenes to the contact form. We've already designed it, so now we need to send it to the right place. I will also show you how to add reCAPTCHA to the contact form so you can avoid spam emails. So the first thing, let's go ahead and start with the contact form. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is get into the global footer in our theme builder. Okay, so here's our form. Okay, so let's get into the module. And we're going to come here to our success message. So when a person completes the form, they will receive a message. Whether it's thank you for submitting, we'll get back to you soon, whatever it is, just a message that confirms that their information was submitted correctly. So we'll just put thank you. We will be in touch. All right. And then let's come down here to email. And you want to put the email address where you want the form sent. So you would just put name at domain.com. Now for the message pattern. This is how the message is going to come into your email box. So you do want to set this up. Otherwise, it's going to look a little strange when it comes through, and you won't see the email address. You'll have to hit reply to get the email address. So it'll be very confusing for you as the receiver of the contact form if you don't set up the message pattern. And you can always come here if you need an explanation of what something is. So since I've already written it out, so I'm just going to copy and paste this in so that you can see it. Okay, we got some extra spaces here, so we'll take those extra spaces out. Okay, so this is the label, so name of how it will come through. So it's going to say name. And then this is the field ID. So you need %, field ID, %. So I want to show you, let's go in here. I'm going to show you this. So as you can see, the field ID is name. So if we change the field ID to first name, then we would need to go back into the field name between the percentages and change that to first name. So the contact form understands what you're asking them for. So the title is name. So the title is what shows up here. And then the field name is what is going to show up in your message. So we have that set up. So email, message. And so these are all the field IDs right in between these percentages. So I can change these to anything I want and still get the email address here, the message there. Okay, so what we would do now is let's go ahead and set up the reCAPTCHA. So you would go to spam protection And you can use the basic reCAPTCHA, which is going to ask you to submit a sum. But this reCAPTCHA does not work as well as Google reCAPTCHA. So we're going to turn that off. All right, so let's go to our search. Okay, so go ahead and search for reCAPTCHA. Click on Google Developers. Come over here to Home. Let's go to Get Started. And you want to sign up for the API key. So at this point, you need to log into your Google account. So if you have a Google Analytics account or any other Google service that you use, go ahead and log in. Okay, so as you can see, I have 2 sites available. So we're going to come over here and create another one. So we'll label this test site. And you want to select reCAPTCHA version 3. 2 reasons. Divi does not work well with reCAPTCHA version 2. Actually, I've never been able to get it to work with it. And the second reason is version 2 is going away. So, which is a good reason not to use it. So go ahead and select version 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our website, and we just want the laurelphotography.jrptest.website. You don't want the HTTPS in there or anything like that because it'll reject it. All right, so just the website name. So let's go ahead and hit submit. Okay, so we have a site key and we have a secret key. Okay, so let's go back to our website now. And we're going to use spam protection service. Let's turn that on. So our service provider is reCAPTCHA. And we need to add an account. So as you can see, it has a site key and the secret key. So we're going to go ahead and copy and paste both keys in. Once those keys are in, let's hit submit. So now we have reCAPTCHA active on our website. So let's select the account, and we want to select default, and let's go ahead and save it. Congratulations, you have successfully set up your contact form. Now it's fully set up and ready to go, and your reCAPTCHA. So we're not going to do it right now, but just as a rule of thumb, you want to go ahead and test your form to make sure you're not having any problems with anything and that you're receiving the emails okay. I am so glad you joined me today. Be sure to check out the other videos in this series. We'll have the playlist linked below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Remember to check out the Life Unboxed store for all of your Mom Boss merch. For more great momtrepreneur content, check out lifeunboxed.blog or download the podcast wherever you're listening to podcasts.